Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia and I'm going to do a little bit of work on this now today and show you what's going to happen with it. I haven't sewed many of these bits on, but I've taken some other sort of fabric scraps that I have because I wanted to make nearly every piece different. I thought, that it'd look good. I've been stitching away slowly because it's been a little bit tedious. I've got a couple of pieces sitting around here that I might put pins in so that I don't forget where I'm going to put them, because I've still got these ones here to stitch on. Shouldn't take me long, and I'll stitch these on and then I'll show you what we do next, because then we can do the back. Actually, we don't have to do the back of the book, or you could turn it into a little purse or something if you wanted to, and you don't have to do the back part. I'm thinking that I won't do the back because just because I need another piece in there though, because there's a lot of work in this thing, so it doesn't have to have it on the back anyway. So now I'm just going to stitch this one on here. I'm in Australia and the day is really, probably already said that, it's horrible again. Another cold, miserable day out there. And it's cold and miserable. And the poor cat's whinging again. He was in a lot of trouble last night. Nobody didn't get into trouble late, but you know how he kept coming to our door. I mean, we're quite happy to have him in the room. It doesn't matter. He sleeps in there most of the times on our bed. Anyway, he'd come in there and Jeremy let him in. He'd get on the bed, sit there for a little while, think he thought we were asleep, and then he'd grizzle to go out again. And he did it 4 times. And I said to him, Jeremy, what are you going to do with that cat? And he said, I'll kill him. But he didn't mean that, of course. It's just that he was just so out of sorts, that cat. I don't know what was wrong with him. I remember years ago we had another cat. Her name was Miss Puss. Actually, we started out by calling her Socks because she had these white socks, and we called her Miss Puss. And she was one of our bestest cats. And I can't really say that about Minky, of course he is too, but she was amazing. She was a beautiful cat. And one night she just kept on crying, and we didn't know what was wrong with her. We couldn't figure out what was the matter, because our door is open, in the summertime and that, and, maybe even in the wintertime some other way, because, let the cat in and out. But, so Jeremy decided he better get up and have a look and see what was going on. He came out and the back door was open. He'd left the back door open, and the cat was telling him that, because when he shut the door, she was right. She knew that wasn't supposed to be right. So isn't it good how clever they are? Because they are clever. I mean, they got us, poor Jeremy, Jeremy working for him all the time. And me too, if I can manage it. But anyway, so he wasn't very popular last night. He doesn't even get into trouble or nothing. Nobody. I said to him to stop it, and that was about it. I said, for goodness sake, Mickey, will you stop doing this? I mean, what are you going to do? You wouldn't dare hurt the poor thing. And then, because, when you're trying to go to sleep, and you just meow, and he jumps at the door, and he twiddled on the doorknob. If the doorknob was one that latch goes down instead of around, he'd get in there for sure. That wouldn't bother me as long as he pushed it closed, but he hasn't learnt that yet. But anyway, another cat story today. Sorry about this. He's a very big part of our life. Our animals are, really, aren't they? They're just like part of the family, I suppose. Anyway, so we're trying to do this and get it done because I have so many other things that I want to do. And then I got onto this and I thought, I don't want to do that anymore. But you know what? I have to, don't I? I've got to get myself to do this, because I'm going to like it. I'm sure I will like it when I'm finished. The only thing is too, I was thinking maybe I should make a journal cover because I think I've got a few and I haven't made journals to put in them yet. That one's got that stitch a tiny bit too big there. Put it back in there and try to disguise it a bit in that. What have we got here? That's a bit from that piece, righto, we're good. I just cut it off there because I'm going to pull it out anyway, that other. Now, I didn't want to do these stitches too big, so sometimes I get carried away, and I do because I'm not paying enough attention to it. I'm sitting right up here on my table under the camera today. I am. Yeah, so it's Saturday in Australia, and it's cold and miserable. It is cold and miserable. I've been thinking about going out, but it's not going to happen. I can't get to the shops to get a bargain or anything. All I've got to do is look at my room and I should find one anyway. Something interesting I haven't seen for a long time. It's not the same though as going out to shops, is it? You get less and less shops here all the time too, so I can't order my sewing machine if I don't go and do it. You know, I've got to go out there and do that. I'll order it. I think I can cut that off, can I? Because that's a bit pointy, those bits. So you can take these little ends off when you turn where you've turned them over. They won't get in your way. Corners are not easy to do at all, especially on that sort of thing. I'll have to show you how to do that, won't I? Because you might think this is not fun. It just depends. See, the trouble with me is there's a couple of things like that I really wanted to have been doing for a while now. I think that's the other bit of thread in it. And I found some really good ideas last night when I was on Pinterest. Because I look bad on Pinterest. I found some really good things that I wanted to do, and I found the ideas, you know. Well, I'll take the idea and I'll make it to my own thing anyway, so that's what I do. That's what I do. We always got to have the techniques and the things and the ideas, and then you do your own spin on it. You know, you put your own spin on that. It becomes your piece of work then, because you did it your way. Yeah. Whoop, I'll put that out there. School holidays down in Australia, I think. In New South Wales anyway. They must have started yesterday. Maybe. Don't know what my daughter's doing. Being a school teacher, she'll have school holidays off, although they might not have all that time because they've still got to do lessons. Get their lessons ready. So a teacher has a big job, you know. They have to work a fair bit. Teach the children. And don't tell me that that's a piece of that other bit of work there, because if it is, I'm not going to be happy one bit. There's something else I'm going to have to pull out again. And this bit, I'll cut that off short because it might have a knot behind it. Could have a knot. Look at that bit there, I've cut that off. Aren't I clever? I'll take that back and tuck it under. I don't know if I should make this, you know, really worrying me. It's really worrying me because I keep making so many mistakes with it. And at least it's just me. It's probably way out of my comfort zone anyway. It's not something that I do as a rule, is it? So, I don't know. I'll have to just come back here and redo this one. A few stitches. And then I think I might show you. I might show you that bit there first. How to turn it under. Or what I did to turn it under. I wonder what made me cut that off. Not paying attention. worry about these corner bits. Come back and give another stitch in that. There we go. I'm going to cut some of this material off here to make me feel better. I don't know. Well, it's all honest to goodness crafting, isn't it? I mean, it's what I do. Now, if I cut that down there, I'm going to have this piece that I'm going to be able to finish, you know what I mean? Because I've realised too now that that's got stains over there. That's a bit of a reason, isn't it? There's a bit of pin marks there. So I'm going to cut down here because I'm going to use this as a piece for a front, and I can put it on a page. Or I could turn it into a little bag, purse, or something that I could use, you know. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Instead of wasting it. I'm not going to waste it, but it's just that I haven't got any plans for doing any journals in the near future, but I'm sure I'll get some. Us women are allowed to change our mind, and I do it all the time. Don't I? Look at this, I've nearly finished it now. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Well, I put too much pressure on myself sometimes. Give myself too much hard work. Something small to do is really good and easy to complete. You know, sometimes, mostly. Anyhow, so I can do this bit. I'm excited, you know, because I think I'm going to be able to finish it now. Now, I'll put the spots there. Yeah, I wasn't going to put the same sort. Let me see, I've got a whole heap of little bits here that I got from out of a little scrap packet that I had bagged, whatever. There's that bit. I could put it smaller. I could make it smaller and put it there. I'll do that. I'll cut it in half and put it up there. Now, as soon as I'm nearly finished, how's my time going? I've still got a bit left. I might just put a couple more bits down just to make some progress. Okay. I'm excited now because I'm nearly finished. Well, I'm not nearly finished, but this part, the foundation part, I've nearly done it. I usually like doing getting the foundations of new things started. But because I guess I had so much trouble with this yesterday for some reason, and I did. Oh dear, it was just shocking, it was. Anyway, we're going to keep going. I was putting too much pressure on myself trying to make that big piece. Anyway, it doesn't have to be on the back, because your book's not going to be looked at as much, is it? Yeah. I don't know what's making the ticking noise over there. The clock, if it's silent, it usually doesn't tick, so I don't know what that was. So we get these furry bits off, getting caught. Still going to happen though, because I didn't. So back in the day, in the olden days, when you were doing something like this, you would either overlock or tape down your edges. By that I mean, because to stop it from fraying, you'd put some tape on it, or like some masking tape where you'd overlock it all so it wouldn't be in your way and fraying off and doing what it's doing now. Forgot all about that sort of thing now, haven't I? I'm not doing that, am I? So, you don't know how much better this feels that that's going to be nearly done. Because this morning I've been doing this for hours this morning, and I've only got, it's better now. It's better now. I said, please don't give up, will you? Because it can tell you it's going to make a nice little thing. We'll make a nice little business out of it. You'll see. We'll come up with some idea. I want to do another video today on something else that I've been working on, because I really, really want to finish it, and I've got some more plans for that. More ideas about what I want to put on the piece of work. you think about it and then you go, oh dear, I might try that and see what it looks like. This is a piece of, what's the name? You know, that doll? Doll. What's the name? Is it a doll? It must be. This bit here, you know, this material. Isn't that a, I don't know. Maybe one of you know what it is. Well, people have dressed it, a doll with this sort of fabric. Rag doll thing. Can't remember what it's called now. Okay, doctor said that's okay. He said there's so much stuff in your brain. You know, we store up so much stuff, you've got to fish through it. You're not as clever as a computer. We can't just run it up there straight away, especially when you get older. Oh, these scissors look poppy, don't they? Sorry about that word. I put stuff on them. Alcohol ink. I put alcohol ink on them. I might buy a new pair because I don't like the look of them either. With that on there. They only cost me $4 from Woolworths and they're a really good pair of scissors. I'm going to get another pair from there because they're really nice little pairs and they seem to cut for a long time. They're stainless steel. I don't know what that says on there because it's covered in glue. It's called Corbond. Corbond they are, and they are really, really good. I really do. I've got another pair. I've had them for years. These ones here are not that old, but the other pair were. Oh, well, they really are. They're years old, but they work fine. Goodness, now we're cooking with gas, aren't we? We're going along really good here. I'm really pleased about it. You know why? Because of my, attitude's changed towards it now that it's not going to be so big. And I might not have to make a journal out of it. I might not put myself into that much bother for it, you know. There's some things that I can really work on, especially with the crazy patch. But this is going to look really good when you're finished. You don't know what I'm going to do to it, do you? You just don't know yet. I do love these cotton fabrics. I just love them. And I've collected up so much over the years. When I wasn't even doing sewing, I was just doing the journal making and that for all that while. I was still collecting up all this fabric, especially if I went to a garage sale or Vinnie's or Ken Assist and they had a bit of just cheap fabric there. I'd still get it, or even go and buy new stuff. You know, I mean, a lot of it is new because it's never been used, of course, but might be only second hand for the wasn't mine before. Somebody else could have bought it and then they just tossed it out. The amount of beautiful stuff they got down there at Ken Assist. I don't know if I told you this. I bought a dinner set last time I was out. I went out, which was over a week ago now. Last Saturday it was actually, a week ago. And I bought a dinner set from there for $10. I think I told you this. Anyway, brought it home. So I just Google the name of that and just see, because by gee, I've never seen anything like that before, you know, like in the shops. It costs $170 for a 4-piece dinner set. And I paid $10 and it's brand new. Oh, it's missing one plate. It's missing a plate, but all the people just give all their stuff to that grandmas had or mums had that they don't want to keep anymore, and they just take it down there. But that's good because it goes to a good cause, the Ken Assist of the Cancer Foundation, and they help the people here in the town with all their things that they need, you know. So and I suppose it's all over Australia, really, as far as I know, and it's a really good thing. They started that up at the showground and it was going really well, and now they put it down in this tiny little place down the street, which is okay, I suppose, but I wish they could get somewhere bigger to put it because it'd be a lot easier. For them and for everybody to get it, because there's not that much room, you know, and they've got that much stuff there. Most amazing crockery and things that I suppose, you know, that older people, you know, when, like I said, when they pass away, they've had all these beautiful things. But they, mind you, if they got anything that they know's worth a bit of money, they will put the money on it. I guess that's fair. I don't know. I suppose it is. Vinnies do the same thing. They like to make sure that you don't get anything cheap and then go sell it for a lot of money. Used to be able to do that once because they didn't really care. But once when eBay came about and people would go in there just to buy stuff to sell on eBay, they started putting the price of things up because, oh dear, look at I ducked way across there. Never mind. It'll get sewn in the plan, I imagine. There's a piece on there I've seen I've got to get off. Got it, it's off. Got it. Now this bit here, it's a bit tricky when it comes to the corners. I'm going to put it on here, and then that one. But you know what? Because the time's just ticky-tacking past us, I better just show you a bit on the rest of it, eh? I think I'm going to put these here. I don't know yet for sure, but I'll pin them there. That's right. I'm going to use one of these. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to put him up there, yeah, instead of the green one, because I've already got a green one. Pin, come here. And I've got enough there to make, 900 more if I wanted to. Yep, I do have enough for 900 more. It's not probably right, but we'll fix it before we stitch it down, eh? These out there knocking away. So, that looks good. I do like that. So isn't that pretty? I'm going to have a mouthful of juice. Oh dear, it's all one big cloud out there in the sky. Freezing cold. Freezing cold here this morning. I got up. It's cold in the night because I only start out with one blanket, and then as it starts to get a bit cooler, we put on a doona. Because I have to. Right now, I don't sort of know what to do next. I think I might just stitch what I'm going to, because in all of these we're going to put something. We're going to put something in those, and we're going to put something down our tracks, these little driveways or whatever. There's a patch there that could have something on it as well. I could put something on there too, couldn't I? I've got a bit of that one. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, they're all nice. All these nice pieces. Got a bit of that one. I got some of that one. I'm going to fold that in half. I was going to use that somewhere, maybe. Well, you could just use a little bit. You don't need a great big piece. And I will fill those in. But maybe I should actually put something there to start with, because I'm going to do... I'll do an orange spotty one. I know, somebody sent me this, I think, years and years and years ago. In the year dot, I had a birthday giveaway. Well, people gave me stuff, So if you're doing a triangle thing, what I did was turn it over like that. Well, I say triangle, and then I went this way, and then you go in that way, so you got all those bits, and it's not actually a triangle, is it? And then I'm going to put that bit there, like that, I think. But then you got your little ends, so let's just try and make this suitable for something. Turn them in there. That way, and that way, and that way. Oh dear, you think I'll get anything? I'll have anything left by the time I finish. Okay, righto. I might just make a square. I just wanted to make a different shape, that's all. That's all I wanted to do, was make a different shape. I'm going to put it there too because it'll look good. So I'm just going to sit it there now. Now, so in these pieces, we can do some little flowers. On that, they've already got some. I'm going to use this little circle here as a bit to go for. Wait a minute, have I got anything here? I do. I have some thread on the table. I don't know if I should drag any more out. I probably could though. It's okay. Need something you can see. On that. So I need a colour I can see what I'm doing. Bit of blue. Do you think of blue? You can see that. That's alright. Now you can use these sort of things. I can't get that out. Must have pushed that in there really tight. You can use this sort of thread that is, oh, they look good. Crochet thread or stranded cotton, or if you've got a thicker machine thread, like the ones I've been buying, the ones that are actually 2 thicknesses of embroidery thread they are. Over there, not anywhere near me. Right, that's a bit typical, isn't it? So in this now, I'm going to make a little flower. I'm going to sew on here and do some little flowers. I'll use my spot as a centre. Do you think that'll work? Nice little stitches. Just going to go around the outside with a few petals first. This is a detached chain stitch or a daisy stitch, lazy daisy stitch. Now I can put them in the centre in between each one, and that will, you know, make it all nice and even, won't it? Stick with your spot. You don't have to do that. I mean, I've just thought that was an idea. I'd go with the spot and use him for my centre piece. Can't see where that is. Couldn't see where that was coming out. No, not happy with that bit. Didn't go close enough. Here, I need to go right next to that bit. And what have I done here? Oh, great. And this is why I took that out, because I have not. Okay, we got it. It's all good. Now I've got to thread this again. Try and trick this. That's better. Come here. You've probably seen the lady that does these things. His mum's stitching or something. But she doesn't speak because it's in a different language. She does a whole heap of these sort of things with scraps. She does. She's on Facebook and YouTube. Doesn't that look nice? Look at that. I'm not even showing you what I'm doing, am I? I'm just doing it. I'll show you the next one. How about that? We'll go over here and do another one. couple of little flowers in this one. Now I'm hoping what I did around the edge, I'm going to be happy with that, and I'm not going to have to go and redo the edge of it. Like here, might want to stitch around there, do I? I hope not. Because if I do, I should have did it to start with, shouldn't I? Well, I tried to do it the other day to start with, and it was just too annoying. It was too hard to try and do a fancy stitch around the edge of that while I was trying to fold it over and make it. It just wasn't happening for me at all. That's not going to go through there. You've got to put it through straight, Sonia. It makes your fabric different too, so we're making it, you know, changes your fabric when you put the petals on and a bit of sewing on it. It doesn't look at all like it did before. I'm going to have to get some more of this thread to do that bit. So if I'm going to end this off, I'll do a bit in the other little laneways. I think I'm only going to do a straight stitch in the little laneways, whatever they are. Stephanie asked me if these were houses. Well, they're not, but you could do houses if you wanted to. I've actually got some started over there on a piece of work that I've been trying to get done for years now. It's one of those, you know, UFOs. I can do some more of that around there later, but I'm going to I'm going to do it in white too. It's probably something you didn't expect. I think I'm going to do it white. I've got lots of pink cotton here. That one might work. I don't know if this is a candle looking one. It might not be. It could be though. It's thick. It's nice. I could use it for this, couldn't I? It is, see, candle wicking cotton. But I'm going to use it for this. It's, I don't know, it's really, really nice stuff anyway. I think, Belita asked me, she said she never thought there was such a thing. There you go. The other one was in a different roll that I got, but it's really, I think it's very dear too. It might be expensive. I think it might be expensive, I don't know. Here's me just, but I bought that for hardly any money at all, really, at one of the thrift shops. All things are expensive now, and I'm not going to talk about that today. I refuse. I'm not going to, because it's just too hard. It just gets me off me horse and my stars. Okay. I get all head up about these things. This is very fiberish. See, it's very, very not tight or anything like these. It's very soft and it's really nice. I'm going to try and do it and see what it looks like around here. It might look all right. We'll see. Now I thought about doing maybe a so what you do is you're just going to put what have I done there? A serious hole in the bottom back of there for some reason. Father knot. Pulled that apart, it did. So we're just going to do stitching through here. Bit of slow stitching. Now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go back up along here again. Because this piece is a a little bit far apart. You know, so you're going to have to put something in its place. If there's no thread, so you're going to have to put something in it. So we're putting this through. And this cotton goes through here just like butter. It's so nice. It just goes through there so good. I can keep going up here, I think. Should probably do that in the first place. Maybe not, because I would have run into there, wouldn't I? So let's just keep going and not worry. Okay. Now, so we'll only do the one track up there in that one. We're only going to do one track here because that's just how I feel. I just don't think it needs... That fastened out good. I don't think it needs anything too much there. That's got to go back behind there a bit better. I might have to sneak out the glue later on and put a bit of that on there. Well, this corduroy is not really thick, so some of them are really stiff. This one's not, so this is going through here really good. Righto, so I'm at a corner there, so I'll see if I'm going to stop. I might go down here, down through there. Okay. And then I think I might do that red square just to see what it's going to look like with a little bit of sewing in it. I'm sure they will all look really good, okay? I like it. I can visualise that it will look awesome. Whoa, sorry about that. Well, I hope you've been in the shot all this time. I'm not even showing you what we're doing, am I? Only when I put it on the table. There we go. Now, I'm going to end that off for a minute because I want to show you what I'm going to do in that square, in that red one, to see how it will look. Because then I can come back after another day and show you a bit more. So there's a flower. Look at that already. And honestly, I did not do that on purpose. It just happened to come out like that, so that was cool, wasn't it? And I don't want it to be red. I like red, but I don't need it to be. So I'm going to put some yellow on that. Or will I do this one here? An orangey colour might be a bit better. I'll try the orange one. I've got to finish that one. So that's going to be all covered. And if you can imagine, it's going to look really awesome too. Because it does. It turns out really good, I think. So yeah, I don't want that thing to go off and make a screaming noise at us. It looks like I'm going to be making more flowers, but this time I'm just going to do straight stitches from the centre out. And then I'm going to have to do something, and then I'm going to have to do something with the centres, you know. I'll pull that out, Sonia. Watch what you're doing. You get yourself caught up here. I always make them wrong knots, don't I? They're shocking. So I had to try and fix my nail polish today, so I did. I put this sparkly stuff on, but I didn't realise it didn't dry straight away like the other one. And it was really annoying having to wait for it to dry. I know I'm dreadful. I'm an impatient person, aren't I? I don't know. Just want to get on with things. Time just goes so fast all the time, and you just feel like you've got to do more. Why is that making a ticking noise? I'm sure I haven't got the iron turned on. What's going on with that? It might be the heater, I suppose. Oh, I do worry about heaters. They bother me. They do. This is turning out cool. I don't know if I'll add beads. I don't know if I will, because it could end up just being a little purse or something, little packet to put stuff in. I don't know, some little business or other. There we go. Might put it. I'm just going to put a couple more in there because I want it to be able to be seen, and it looks good with the background, doesn't it? The red on the background, it looks good. You've got to give things a go, don't you? You've got to try. I was ready to throw this in the bin, I really was. And I'm glad I didn't, because I think it's going to look really nice when I finished. I'm going to turn that ticking thing off now. The ticking thing is the counter. I've got a minute something, so I'll very quickly do the leaf and petal, stem. Okay, now you can just visualise that all this is going to go all over this, okay? And it will get done sooner than you think, I think, because now that I've looked at it and I've made it smaller, I like it. I do like it now that I've made it smaller. Okay, so we need some green on that. There's a greenish that I'd like. There's something green around here somewhere. I mustn't have taken any out of the box, did I? That's bright, isn't it? That's a shiny one. This'll do. This is something that's waiting for me to roll it up. And it's going to be there for a long time, I'd say, knowing me. This is like a fluoro-y thing, isn't it? Well, it is a fluoro thing. I've got 2 strands. I'll be able to see this flower in the dark. If it's fluoro, it looks to be. Might not, though. Oh dear, what have I done now? Might be me, you know, that's upsetting everything in this room. Oh, it's just so messy, but anyway. Got to get over that. I've talked to hubby, and we've decided I'm going to make a note. I'm going to make a list of things that we want to do, even before the spring gets here, okay? So now we're going to tick off each thing. Even if it's only one thing, like one small thing a day, it'll all get done. First thing today will be the food cupboard, the pantry thing. That's the first thing is on the list for this afternoon, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to put a nice little... I might put a stem stitch down here. That looks good. That looks good. And then we'll do Lazy Daisy. Actually, I'm going to put that back that way because so it'll go in that direction. Right out here. One. Don't know if I'm a big fan of that. Let's see what it looks like, the last one on there. It'll take much to get it out. Oh, hang on, it's not even threaded. Anyway, I suppose I better go, and I want you to I really appreciate you leaving the comments. I really enjoy reading those, and it's the 1st of July today, so I don't know exactly what day it was that I got started on here, but it's 10 years this month, and seems to have been taking a long time to get here. I thought it was 10 years last year, but it wasn't. Is it 10? Oh no, it's not. It's more than 10. Oh, what am I thinking about? Yes, it is 10. So I was going to do a giveaway, okay? So the comments will be good, and that'll help me and help you too. And I'm going to find somebody to send a parcel to, and I'm going to pull that out because I don't like it. Okay. And anyway, someone that comments all the time. I mean, it's not easy for people that have not got a YouTube channel, but it's not hard to get a YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to actually put anything up on it. You just get the channel, and then you can do your comments, and you can do likes and subscribe and everything like that. If you subscribe to my channel, then you can do comment on my channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to my channel. Nobody's making any money. Nobody's taking any money. A lot of people are though, like changing to be charging for it. I suppose that's their business if that's what they want to do. I think I just do straight stitches, and if that goes over the top, I'm terribly sorry if you missed the end of this. If you missed the end of it. I'm just going to turn that off in a second anyway. I don't know how far over it's going to go. I think I only had 41 minutes, and I think it goes for 50. So let's see what happens, eh? I'm going to just put a straight stitch out there, I think. Okay, that's better. 2 straight stitches. One there, and one at the bottom. That's better. I think it was too big and gawky looking. There we go. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you're going to try some of this and you'll enjoy it, because once that gets done all over there, you're going to love it looks like. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.